afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am super excited to do this video. This is a video I've seen doing the rounds. I've seen the Fragrantician, Gabby. She started this video, I think. Please check out her channel. She is awesome. And then also Jaxbeautifulyou, she also did this video. And I thought, well, let me hop on the bandwagon and I will also do the 5 fragrances I love and the 5 fragrances I hate. And then I decided to add a third component, and that will be the 5 fragrances I can take or leave. You know, those fragrances that are just, yeah, it's good enough, but it doesn't blow my socks off, or however you put it. So before we get started, as always, guys, please, if you like this kind of content, fragrance related content, please consider to subscribe. Also, if something is out of focus, I know I don't make eye contact with the camera, basically. It's because I am blind. And to those of you who are returning, welcome back. Thank you for all your beautiful comments. I know I'm sometimes a bit bad with responding straight away. I do have a full-time job and it's sometimes keeping me obviously very busy, but I will always try to comment, and I really do appreciate each and every one of your comments. All right, so let's get into it. So as always, if I speak about something I hate, it might be my trash, might be your treasure, and vice versa. It's just fragrance, but yeah, the ones I hate, I truly hate, and I'm sorry if I step on toes, but ones I love might be ones that you hate. And that's just the beauty of life, I guess. So the ones I love, I've got loads of fragrances I love. These 5 are not necessarily to be considered 5 fragrances for life, right? It's just those fragrances that have never ever disappointed me. And that's also how Jaxbeautifulyou, how she defined it. It's fragrances that I've never gotten a headache of. It just never ever disappointed me. It always, brought it, basically. It always gave me what I was looking for. And that is what I'm going to include here. There are more, but I had to pick 5. So I'm going to start with, I think there's a hair on my face. With all my animals, that's not surprising. Oh no, there's something in my eye. So I'm going to start with one that I hate, and obviously those I don't have. So the first one I absolutely hate with a passion. My cat is meowing at the door. Is Opium by YSL. Not to be confused with Black Opium. I love Black Opium. But Opium, the original, is just an absolute no-no. It has this incensey, very mature smelling. It is horrible. To me, it smells like mothballs. Really, mothballs. And that is all that I can say about that. And I can smell it a mile away. I cannot stand that fragrance. It doesn't smell good to me. It smells awful. So the next one is one that I can take or leave. And this is Zadig and Voltaire's. This is her. This is a nice enough fragrance. It's like tonic, whipped cream, chestnut, warm, bit masculine in my opinion. Very nice fragrance, but definitely not something that blows my mind or blows me away. So you will notice that the ones that I can take or leave are not the ones that I have on my project pan. The ones that I have on my project pan are also fragrances that I can take or leave. These ones, with the exception of one, it's not on that, but I think they might be on next year's project pan. For those of you who don't know, those are the fragrances I wish to finish in this year. That's on my project pan. And usually I try to finish fragrances that I won't repurchase so that I can make room for other fragrances. So the next one will be one that I love. And this is REM by Ariana Grande. What a beautiful, soft, lavender, salt fragrance. You guys, this one, if you don't know it, go and smell it. It's the most comforting, close to the skin, but there is something sexy about it. I love this fragrance for bedtime. And this, I think, will always be in my collection. And that is Ariana Grande, REM. So the next one I absolutely hate is, and as Gabby, the Fragrantician, said, this is some people's dream and some people's nightmare. And for me, it's my nightmare. And that is Angel by Mugler. No. All that I can say is no. Apparently in that fragrance, there's chocolate and caramel and all those nice things. All that I can smell is patchouli. It smells like dirty earth. To me, it's an obnoxious, terrible, horrible, offensive smell that I cannot stand. I'm so sorry if you like the fragrance. But I just can't. I just can't. So that is my second hate. My second take it or leave it perfume is Jamichu Fever. So this is a nice enough fragrance. I mean, guys, there's tonka bean and honey and caramel and coffee and plum and lychee and grapefruit, and what do you want more? And if I smell this, it smells like such a happy-go-lucky party, go out, and that's also what I use it for. It's such a nice fragrance, but to me, yes, I'm enjoying it, but I will definitely not miss it once it is gone. I prefer, if I have to think fragrances that's in this category, I prefer Black Opium much more than this one. So that is Jamichu Fever. Then one that I absolutely love is Narcissa Rodriguez Rouge. And I'm so sad because one of you have told me in the comments that this might be discontinued. This is a powdery, makeup-y smelling perfume. There's iris and tonka bean in here. It's such a feminine, softly feminine fragrance. I absolutely love this fragrance. And I hope that it will always be in my collection if it's not discontinued. But this one has never disappointed me. It is a bit close to the skin, but it's long lasting, if that makes sense. So for me, on my skin, it doesn't project a lot, but it does, I can't get to my word. It is long lasting. That is Narcissa Rodriguez Rouge. So the next hate is also a Narciso fragrance, and I know this is a love for so many people, and that is Narcissa Rodriguez, and that is the Black Cube. Is that pure musk? I'm not sure. There's a white one and a black one. So my sister and I, we once went to the store and she said she really wants to smell this Narcissa Rodriguez, the black one, because so many people are talking about it, and she actually thought of blind buying it. You guys, when I smelled it, I literally took a step back. I retreated. I was like, oh no, both of us, we were like, what? I cannot stand that fragrance. And okay, let me be fair here. I didn't smell it on my skin. I wasn't that brave. So perhaps on skin it's great. But I'm also must be honest that I'm not really such a musk fan. So that might also just be it. I remember Gabby here on YouTube, not the Fragrantician, Gabby from Gabby Loves Perfumes. She once said that some of the Narcissos remind her of laundry that you've washed and you threw it in a basket and you left it there for a week. Yes, I have to concur. Sorry, I know a lot of people love it. I cannot. I cannot. So that is another hate. Then one I can take or leave is Valentina blush. Nice one for bedtime. I think there's sour cherry and vanilla. Very linear scent. Apparently the bottle is quite nice. I hope that if I hold the bottle in front of my face that you guys can see it. But yeah, this is a very nice fragrance. But did I say it's Valentina blush? Because sometimes I get confused with a Valentina pink. Yeah, but so it's an inoffensive, sweet, girly scent. But to me, it's just, it doesn't pack a punch like I would want it to. It's just almost like a body mist in a sense, if I can compare it to that. So that is Valentina blush. Then one I absolutely love. This is Mon Guerlain by Guerlain. I already went through a 130 ml this year. This is, I cannot not smell it. Oh, this is lavender and vanilla. And I think licorice, if I'm not mistaken. So soft. I did tell the story, but this year in June, I went for a small procedure. And almost directly before I was wheeled into theater, I put this fragrance on. And when I woke up, you know that feeling after anesthetic and you're just drowsy and groggy and you often feel a bit nauseated. I did feel that way, but this fragrance did not contribute to any of that. I wasn't nauseous, even though I was so susceptible to feeling that way. I wasn't nauseated by this fragrance. It was just the most comforting, like a comforting blanket around me, I want to say. And that is Mon Guerlain by Guerlain. I know so many people talk about it. It's a bit repetitive now, but I couldn't exclude it. The next fragrance I absolutely hate, and this is also one that people absolutely love, is also by Guerlain, and that is La Petite Robe Noir. Yes, I've said it. It's a cherry vanilla fragrance, and as a friend of mine said, if I listen to the notes, what can you not like about it? It's just cherry and vanilla. I mean, wow. And I think licorice, if I'm not mistaken. So I went to the store once again with my sister. I had so many fragrances on my arms, and she said, okay, no, don't worry, they can spray it on me, because I insist on testing fragrances on my skin, except if I smell it out of the bottle and it repulses me. So they sprayed it on her, the shop assistant, and my sister said to me, smell here. Just smell what you've done to me. And it was just this, I cannot even really remember, but I seem to recall that it smelled medicinal and like tobacco, and it just was for me an offense on the senses. So I said to a friend of mine, the one who said, how can you go wrong? I said to her, look, this is not a nice fragrance. But we chatted about it, and I said to her, you know what? I think they handed me the wrong bottle, because to my mind, it couldn't have been La Petite Noir. It just couldn't have been. And then my friend decided, okay, she's going to blind buy it. And she said to me, it's horrible. It smells like tobacco, straight up tobacco. So yeah, guys, I am honestly not a fan. And I was so sad because it was hyped up so much on YouTube. But I just couldn't. Okay, great. So the next one I can take or leave is once again from Jamichu, and this is Jamichu Illicit. It's a beautiful bottle, I think. It feels, I like the Jamichu bottles. It's so textured, you know, like the Fever. It's got these indents, and this one has got these stripes almost that you can feel, this vertical textures. I don't know what to call it. So this is a very nice fragrance. There's caramel in here, there's ginger, there's bitter orange, there's orange blossom, and it smells so nice, and you smell the caramel, and it smells a bit spicy from that ginger, so it's really nice. But it's, for me, yeah, it's nice, but I definitely won't miss it when it's gone. In any case, Can by Paris Hilton smells a lot like this for me. Yeah, it's nice. You see, when I smell it, I'm like, But I know when I have it on my skin, it's just a bit underwhelming. So that is Jamichu Illicit. The next one I love, and this is a bit repetitive, I know, is Pink Sugar by Aqualina. And you guys, if you're in South Africa, you can buy this on Loot for, I think, under 500 Rand for 100 ml. This is cotton candy goodness. I think licorice as well. Yeah, I'm saying licorice a lot today. Seems like I like that note, except for in La Petite Noir. So this has got cotton candy. Oh, it is so nice. Vanilla, if I'm not mistaken. This is sweet, sweet, sweet. I wear it to bed. I wear it during the day. It makes me feel girly, sweetly girly. This to me has never disappointed me. And one of the best parts of this fragrance is the next day, if you open, this actually happened to me. I opened the laundry basket and I was like, oh, that smell good. And I recognized Pink Sugar. So I actually, was rummaging in my laundry basket to actually find the jersey so that I can smell it. And it was just like, oh, that smells so nice. So this one will always be in my collection. Always, 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 always. It might be basic. It might be juvenile. I don't care. The last one I hate, and unfortunately it's from a house that I've already spoken about, and this is a favorite of so many people, so much so that I'm actually thinking of perhaps going and revisiting it, but I'm scared of this fragrance. I'm so scared of this fragrance, and that is Alien by Mugler. I know. I can actually visualize people hitting the unsubscribe button as I speak. So Alien, if you don't know, is a jasmine heavy, seductive, polarizing scent. For me, it is just so overwhelming. It feels like I choke when I smell that fragrance. It's sweet, but for me, it's an offense on the senses. That jasmine and that, oh no, it's just too loud and it's just too, yeah, it's just too much. It's just too much. But perhaps I must try it again. But I can tell you, I've once tried it on my skin and that thing doesn't leave your skin. It grabs on, and you can wash with soap. You can wash with Jik. You can wash with the thickest bleach. That fragrance will stay for the rest of the day. If you made the commitment to wear that fragrance, you've made the commitment. So I can't, but perhaps one day, who knows? So the one I can take or leave, and this is the only one that's also on this year's project pan, is Ghost Girl Crush. This is a fruity floral. This is pomegranate. There's peony. I think jasmine. A lot of fruits, a lot of flowers. Very nice fragrance. Softly sweet. Very nice for fresh out of this shower. Nothing wrong. Also a very affordable fragrance, but it just doesn't bring it. It's just a bit too weak. It's the opposite of Alien, if I can put it like that. It's the opposite of Alien, and that is Ghost Girl Crush. And then the last fragrance will come as no surprise to anyone, and this is my beloved Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb. What can I say? This fragrance is sweet, sugary sweet, but it's got that absolute undeniable tea smell to it. You can smell that apricot-y scent that the osmanthus brings. I cannot get enough of this fragrance, and I cannot tell you enough good things about this fragrance. This fragrance to me is, and I've said it in a previous video, I think on my September tray, if I was forced to choose a signature scent, this would have been it. Even though there are fragrances like Coco Mademoiselle that I like even more, but this one just always brings it. I just wish it projected a bit more. That's the only thing. But I think if it projected more, it probably wouldn't have been Flower Bomb, because partly why I like it is because it's so softly sweet, a bit close to the skin. I mean, some people don't have a problem with projection with this one. Unfortunately, I do, or I think I do. Sometimes you just don't smell your fragrance and you think that it's not projecting, but actually others can smell it. So yes, guys, that for me, it's the 5 I hate, the 5 I can take or leave, and the 5 I absolutely 100% love. I would love to know what fragrances you love, and especially, because that's always the most interesting, what fragrances do you hate? That I would love to know. So thank you once again, as always, for joining me. And until next time, cheerio.